All right, everybody roll initiative.
14.
That's a 12.
All right.
Quick question, though. I have an idea, since they're real close together, if you wouldn't mind,
Yes, my dear.
Yeah.
I can hold until after your action, if you'd like.
That would be cool.
I think I still have to move before I can set up a reaction.
Yeah.
But, okay, that's fine. I still have a long-range stuff I can do, so I'm not worried.
So yeah, up first is Max, who is going to have to go at double speed through you guys in the alley just to squeak past you. Excuse me. He starts running towards the ruffians in the alleyway, and then he stops about 10 feet ahead of you, turns to his left, goes, "Oh shit," and then runs that way.
What?
And then he doesn't go very far, but you can hear him making attacks.
Okay.
So that's going to be a hit. Yeah, he gets the extra 3d6 because he's a swashbuckler. And then he goes in with the dagger attack, and that is 3 piercing. All right, that is Max's turn. Ælfgifu flickers back into existence a few feet ahead of you guys.
What?
Looks around, appears very confused, sees a couple of pirates, decides, whatever, goes rushing towards them and is going to make her full round of attacks. Okay, that is a 14. That's not going to hit. That's a 10. That's not going to hit. It's possible she's a little disoriented from being teleported around. And that's a dirty 20. That's going to hit. So that's 8 slashing against that one. And then she flickers out of existence again.
What?
Says Cacophony after a long beat.
Do you know what's up with that? Is that...
I have no idea what's up with that.
That was like the flying ring. That was like the flying ring or something, right?
Yes, the one that she's used to fly around a few times.
This is why you don't take rings from evil cleric corpses.
It's very flashy, though. I have to admire it.
I really like it if she stopped, though.
All right, up next is Cacophony's turn.
All right, Cacophony steps forward first to see what Max is looking at here.
All right, as soon as you get up behind Max and look down that side alley, you can see that there is a third pirate currently engaged with Max. Max has a saber and a dagger out.
This is a nice way to not get in Giuliana's way. So she steps this way, hops behind the poor pirate, draws her second weapon, which is also a dagger. So, hey, we're buddies in this. Rapier and dagger. We go. And Cacophony double shanks. I get advantage. I forgot that part. 19.
Yeah, that'll hit.
For 9 piercing.
Okay.
And then dagger time. 22, which also hits.
Yep.
For 7 piercing.
All right, so Cacophony, is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's all I can do.
Up next is the pirates. The one that is currently being flanked by Cacophony and Max looks between the two of you, is a little more miffed at the damage he took from Max, and is going to first make a scimitar attack against him. That is an 11. That's not going to hit. And then he's going to turn and try to make a dagger attack against, make another scimitar attack against Cacophony. That's a 7. And then a dagger attack against Max.
I can't let my beautiful suit get ruined. I am dodging that.
That's a 10. He's very distracted between the two of you and getting kind of flustered. The other two cannot quite reach Giuliana, but they can reach Max, so they're going to close in on him, which he's looking quite nervous about that.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Cacophony over this pirate's head. Points 2 eyes at her face, then points 2 eyes over at Max. In a very threatening way of saying, I got your back, man.
That's a 24 against Max. That'll hit. So that's 6 slashing damage against Max. It's a 17 that hits. That is 4 slashing damage against Max. Hope you guys like this new character, guys. He might not be around for much longer.
Oh, don't you fucking dare.
We got 2 healers here. We're okay.
And that's a dagger attack. That's a crit.
What?
Oh, God.
So that is 8 piercing damage that Max is going to use his reaction to have.
That's a good call, bud.
And then the second one is going to also go in for the 3 attacks. That's a 2. That's a 9. And that's an 8. Yeah, he's not doing too great. So that's the pirates' turns. Up next is Jill.
Okay. I am going to try and finagle a 10-foot radius thing here.
Cool.
So you tell me if this will actually hit anybody if I center it like here-ish.
Yeah, 2 of the pirates are within 10 feet of that spot if you drop whatever it is directly behind them.
Cool. Then Jill's going to take out her warhammer from her fucking, I guess, actual hammer space here.
It's fine. You had it down your cleavage. It's fine.
Yeah, no, it's cool. It's fine. It's fine. There's pockets. It's fine. It's magic. It's a very good dress. And she is going to mutter a prayer under her breath, basically just, have a look at my steps and my hammer. And she is going to cast Shatter on a point to basically catch both of those pirates there. And I am going to invoke Destructive Wrath with that prayer there.
All right, what's the saving throw on that?
That is a Constitution saving throw.
All right, let's roll some saving throws. One of them rolled a 7.
Mm-hmm.
The other one rolled a 21. So one takes half damage, one takes full damage.
Okay, and the damage, since that's a Destructive Wrath, that's a 24 and a 12, respectively.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah, it's a 3d8. And also, the flavor text for this says a some loud ringing noise, but I want it to actually be like one of those big rolls of thunder, like the real fucking loud ones that rattle the windows when they rev up.
Oh shit, yeah. So this tremendously loud crash of thunder just rolls through the alley. One of the pirates just doubles over completely. The other one kind of stumbles, but both of them appear to have really not liked that. It's worth noting that Max turns and raises an eyebrow at you. He's very clearly impressed.
Jilliana kind of shrugs self-consciously, and she's going to move up basically to get in one of the pirates' faces, so I guess right next to Max. Funny.
Max, meanwhile, is going to... So first he's going to make a dagger attack against the guy between him and Cacophony. That is an 18. That's going to hit. That's 4 piercing damage against that guy. He's then going to make a saber attack against the guy that is in front of him and sort of diagonal from Jilliana. It is a 17. It's 12 slashing damage. He's going to add a sneak attack to that. So that is another 12 damage. So that's 24 damage total against that guy.
Nice.
And then... because he has fancy footwork, they can't take opportunity attacks against him.
Swashbuckler! Yes!
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah, he is going to twirl around Jilliana and come up on the other side. He's going to eat an attack of opportunity from that last guy. That's 9 slashing damage, but he's fine with that because he is now in a much better position.
Yes!
He is still kind of looking hurt, though.
No, I'm keeping an eye on it.
And that is going to be his turn. Ælfgifu does not reappear on her turn. Up next is Cacophony.
Okay, Cacophony is going to prance this way towards this guy, because he looks a little bit more hurt. And she's going to take the moment to shank him with her rapier. 18?
18 will hit. Roll damage.
10.
Shit.
Piercing.
You shank him but good right in the back, and he collapses to the ground.
Perfect. As he collapses to the ground, Cacophony kind of shakes off her rapier to the side, and then she looks over to Max and she calls out, "You doing all right?" And she's going to cast a healing word his way. I'll up it to level 2.
Okay.
10 health recovered.
Yeah, he looks over, he goes, "Thank you, dear," and readies himself for another attack. And is that your turn?
Yes.
The 2 pirates kind of glance at each other, look down at their fallen comrade. They appear shaken, but they're going to try and stick it out for a little bit. So the one in front of Max is going to take 3 strikes against him, or at least a couple of strikes against him. That is a 13. That's not going to hit. He then turns and tries to do a scimitar strike against the very terrifying spellcaster who's in range. That's a 15. If you don't have your armor on, that probably hits.
I think we're pretending that I do if I took that stealth disadvantage.
That's right. Okay, so that does not hit.
Correct.
Yeah. And then finally a dagger attack against Max again. That does not hit. That's an 8. The other one is right next to Cacophony. That's an 11. That doesn't hit. That's a 14. I don't think that hits.
Nope, 18. ACC needs.
And that's a 14 again. Does not hit. And with those very unsuccessful rounds, the two turn and try to run away. You can take attacks of opportunity if you so choose. Cacophony, Jilliana, and Max.
Yeah!
Okay.
Well, actually, I guess if they're running away, I probably wouldn't. Can I make it non-lethal damage?
Yes.
Just kind of like a thwack on the top of the head? Okay. 18, yes, that hits.
That'll hit.
6, non-lethal, but it's piercing, so...
Yeah, that's not quite enough to knock him out, so he's away.
It's just a delicate wallop on the head.
Yeah.
Do make sure to tell him that we're amazing.
Jill?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a non-lethal attack on him.
Have at her.
That's 7.
Yeah, that's not going to do it, sorry. And Max is also going to take a not non-lethal Saber Strike at the last one. That's a 26. Has 6 slashing because it's not on his turn. He can't add his sneak attack. So yeah, that one's away as well. So these two pirates run off into the distance unless you guys want to chase them.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. All right, encounter over. Congratulations. As the encounter finishes, you see Ælfgifu sort of fizzle back into existence and look around very confused.
Hi, Ælfgifu, are you all right?
It's worth noting she has a flower in her hair.
What?
I like the flower. I think that's a good look.
Alviva, are you okay? What happened?
What happened? Where'd they go?
They're gone, but who gives a shit? What about you?
Where'd you get that flower from, dear?
She kind of reaches up and pats where the flower is and pulls it down and looks very confused. I don't know.
At least it's pleasant.
Hey, maybe you should,
Mark?
take off that ring or something?
She goes and she, touches the ring and fizzles out again.
The fuck? Shit.
Well, says Cacophony.
Well, that's the source, at least. We can confirm that.
Max looks at her, where Ælfgifu was, and then looks at you guys and says, is that supposed to happen?
No.
No, it's supposed to make her fly. I kind of got it from a cleric, the undead one with a draconian army. It's a long story.
And she just kind of put it on, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you tend to do with magic items, really.
That you loot from corpses. Yeah, sure. How are you?
Just some mild stab wounds. I'll be fine.
What?
For the first time in a long time, I did not die during a fight.
I know, you did really well.
Thanks!
It's at this point that Ælfgifu fizzles back in, and this time she's got a black eye.
How do you get that black eye, Ælfgifu?
She kind of pokes at her eye and flinches and goes, I don't know!
Take off your ring!
She tries to take off the ring, but it's stuck. It won't come off.
Oh, it's one of those cursed rings that won't come off, I guess.
Those exist?
Yeah, so that or she needs, butter or something to loosen it on her finger. I'm not really honestly sure.
Well, either way, we should probably get her home. Well, I can get her home. I guess you've got someplace to be.
Yes, I do. I will be, I'll meet you for brunch tomorrow. Let's go to the Spicy Tuba.
Okay. I am curious about that tuba.
And then Cacophony turns and flounces away.
Max turns to you and kind of offers his elbow and goes, so, should I walk you back to your ship?
That wouldn't be opposed. Come here, though, for a sec. Let me see where you're cut.
Okay. He's got a pretty impressive gash across his cheek. Very aesthetic, of course.
Yeah, great.
And also a less aesthetic stab wound right to the side.
Well, Juliana, gestures him to lean down a little.
Yeah, he's 6'4". He's gonna have to.
Yeah. Good.
Good, big boys. Big boys are good.
You can hear how angry Annie is.
Just because you can take a hit doesn't mean you should. And she's going to reach up and I think she's kind of in healer's mode right now. She's not totally aware of the circumstances, but she's gonna reach up and put her hand right across that gash on his cheek and cast a cure wounds.
Okie doke.
And that's a 4 plus 5, so
9.
Yeah, that's a 9 back.
Yeah, he looks much healthier, and he kind of leans back up, and actually he doesn't lean back up, he just kind of stays with bent over with your hand on his cheek. Kind of waits for you to notice.
It definitely takes Juliana like a very long beat to do so, and then she just kind of like snatches her hand back, and anyway, just keep an eye on that.
Thank you. And he offers his elbow again.
And she takes it.
Ælfgifu's kind of looking between the two of you. You can see her doing math and maybe remembering some sordid things she read.
During book club. A book club is a learning experience.
All right, Cacophony, you're off to your engagement.
Yeah, Cacophony in the distance just shouts, "Book club!" over her shoulder.
Juliana buries her head in her free hand.
So, yeah, Cacophony, you're off to your appointment.
Yeah, I have an appointment with a lovely lady dragonborn.
Please.
A rendezvous, my apologies.
With a lovely lady dragonborn.
Jill, you and Ælfgifu and Max walk back to the ship. Ælfgifu fizzles out a couple of times, but she always seems to come back near you.
Well, that's good.
So at least the effect appears to be tethered to you.
Okay, that's something I can deal with at least. I don't know, maybe somebody on board's seen this before.
As you say that, she fizzles out again, and it's one of those ones where like you wait to see if she's going to pop back, and she doesn't.
That's not great.
Max looks at the empty spot and goes, "Should we keep going?"
I guess. I don't know. It's waiting around seems like I don't know. I'm kind of lost on this. It's a weird. I'm not used to people disappearing and reappearing in front of me like this.
I mean, few are.
Well, I don't know. I mean, maybe this is normal someplace.
And with that, he turns and starts walking, and then realizes he doesn't know where your ship is and waits for you.
Juliana just kind of like lingers a second, and then just sort of keeps going and starts leading the way.
Okay, a couple minutes later, Ælfgifu pops back in briefly and then pops back out again.
But is she like where I am?
Yeah, where you are.
Okay.
And eventually you guys make it back to the ship. And Max walks you up to the bottom of the ramp and hands you off and kind of puts his hands behind his back. The gesture is kind of very weirdly formal and practiced. Like it's oddly mannerly for a pirate. And he just says, "Well, I wish you good night, Juliana."
You know, I still really wish I knew what your deal was.
It'll be fun to find out, won't it? And with that, he turns on his heel and walks away.
Huh. What the hell just happened?
So we're going to go to Cacophony now.
Oh, no.
So you kill a couple of hours waiting for Chastity to get off her shift.
Yeah.
And then head to the address that she indicated. You actually arrive around the same time that she does.
Of course, timing is everything.
And she looks very pleased to see you.
I am pleased to see her. I walk forward and take her lovely clawed hand and give her a peck on her dragonborn knuckles. They have knuckles, yes.
Yes, they have knuckles.
On the knuckles.
I hope so.
I would hope so. It is lovely to see you again.
Oh, and it's great to see you. Do you want a drink or something?
I would love a drink.
All right, you guys head inside, and we're going to pan to the fireplace there.
Sounds good.
This ain't that kind of podcast, kids.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I'm still really sad that one person hasn't yet like shown any updates on the progress for that smut fic.
Well, this might incite some more. So cutting back to Jill, you board the ship and then you notice that Lachlan is on deck and kind of very studiously trying not to look at you.
Oh
like
my god! Does it never stop?
No, it never does.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, he's pretending to be very preoccupied with one of the ballista, which is spotless and perfectly calibrated, by the way.
Okay, great.
Sorry, he has to still do some calibrations.
Oh my god! You fucking people!
At which point Ælfgifu pops back in looks around. Her black eye is gone, by the way. Looks around and goes, "Hey, where'd the hot wolf boy go?"
Will you just go to bed?
Oh, fine. She goes below decks.
So Juliana's gonna, like, walk up the lock and, like, it's, like, super late. What are you still doing up?
Huh? Oh, we're supposed to do shifts, so, like, keep an eye on the boat, and yeah.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
How's your night been?
Quiet. How's yours?
A lot louder than yours, I think.
Yeah, that party sounded like it was something. I think they're still going.
Yeah, no, they definitely were when we left. Like, I really don't think that thing was slowing down at all.
So, do we have a job?
Honestly, I'm not. Maybe he seemed like he's interested in offering it to us. I still have no idea if it's a good idea or not, but that's probably not indicative of anything. I don't know. We gotta talk it over with the captain probably in the morning.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to talk it over with her now, she said she was going to wait up till you guys got here, so...
In all honesty, you'll notice, like, I'm kind of minus people.
Yeah, where's Cacophony?
Oh, she met a dragonborn lady at the party and was completely dead to the world for the rest of the evening.
Okay, yeah, okay, yep, definitely. And you can see he's blushing a little bit.
Yeah, no, she's got a type. And then Ælfgifu was, I don't know, I got pegged as, like, the sober buddy, like, real early in the party, so I...
Oh, okay. Yeah, that kind of sucks.
Yeah, I mean, like, the food was fine. I could really kill for a drink, and, like, I only got to, like, dance once, and that may have been for business more than it was for pleasure. Who knows?
Huh. Well, I'm sorry you didn't have a better time.
I mean, it was nice to, get dressed up and fancy and feel pretty for an evening, so I guess there's that.
Yeah, you looked really pretty in that dress, and then he realizes what he said, and he just kind of turns and busies himself with the ballista again.
Thanks.
No problem.
You look nice too. I mean, is that a new shirt?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a nice color. Yeah. Cool. Hey, is there coffee? I'm super wired, and
I think Finn's still up. I think he sleeps like 20 minutes a night, so you probably get him to make you some if he doesn't have some going.
Yeah, sure. Do you want something? Coffee, tea? I don't know.
I'm
How
good,
much later are
thanks.
you up? Okay.
I'm good.
Okay. Okay. And she's just gonna kind of like stumble off downstairs.
All right, so you're heading to the galley?
Yeah.
Okay, Finn is there. He does have a pot of coffee going, and the captain is there as well. This is the most dressed down you've seen her in a while. It's just kind of like loose shirt, pants, not much in the way of weapons or like accoutrement, and just like a big shitty looking mug that says "World's Okay" as captain on it.
Oh shit, I love it.
So the captain looks at you and goes, so you and Ælfgifu are back? Where's Cacophony?
Booty call.
Right, okay.
Like, Dragonborn. I told her to check in by lunch tomorrow. I think we're gonna try to get brunch at a place that we went to, like, yesterday.
All right, well, as soon as you guys can, I'd like to have a crew meeting about our options. And,
no, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm so fucking tired, but also not. She's gonna, like, get Finn's attention and ask for some chamomile tea.
Finn gets that for you pretty quick and hands you the mug.
She signs a very weary, very exaggerated thank you.
He just kind of does a little chuckle to himself and goes back to cleaning up the kitchen for the night.
Everything quiet over here?
Yeah, so far, nobody's tried to board the ship and steal it yet.
Well, I'm sure that's a plus. We did kind of get jumped on the way back, though.
You did?
Yeah.
I mean, you're obviously fine.
Yeah, no, I mean, they were kind of punks, honestly.
Huh. That sounds suspicious.
Yeah, if what I've heard is reliable, I don't know that it is. This might be some kind of thing that Rydian does to prospective clients, I guess. I don't know. Does that seem like a thing?
That seems like a thing. That sounds like a pirate thing.
Great. Fucking pirates.
Yeah, fucking pirates.
And you think this is a good idea?
No!
Why are we here?
We are very broke.
Okay. Cool. I don't know. I'm really fucking wiped. I don't know if I can get into this right now. I'll touch base when I'm like, wait the fuck more awake. If that's cool.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah. Good night.
Night.
Jilliana's still, like, definitely that tired where you're not really tired anymore, and there's definitely been a lot of feelings in the last couple of fucking minutes, so she's, like, antsy as shit. So she's pretty much just going to, like, go pretty much pace around the wardroom until the tea kicks in and she actually calms down a little, which is probably going to be another couple hours.
Yeah, seems like it.
Yeah, she's definitely going to avoid going back up to the top deck.
At one point, Veli comes out of their room, sticks their head through the wardroom door, and just kind of looks at you.
Hey.
Are you going to be doing that all night?
I mean, maybe. What? Doing what?
Making noise.
I'll try not to.
Okay, and then they go back into their room.
Did they even sleep? I don't know. Well, I guess at some point she'll just go to her room and just sort of huff down on the bed. It is probably worth noting that Jilliana doesn't wear makeup all that often, so she's definitely going to wake up looking like a fucking raccoon.
It's fine. Your pillow looks like a crayon. It's fine.
It's totally fine. Whoever does laundry will love it. It's probably me.
It all depends on where the chore wheel lands.
Well, that was a very anxious night. Great!
All right, long rest for everybody. Hit points back up to full.
Yeah.
And next morning, what's everybody's first order of business?
I'm making sure Chastity has a good morning before I head to brunch at the Spicy Tuba. It's okay. It's not a walk of shame. I have a fifth outfit prepared.
I was about to say it's not a walk of shame. Cacophony is not capable of shame.
Well, that's also true. But also, I have a fifth outfit prepared.
Jill spends a lot of time in the bathroom trying to make her face presentable again.
An attempt was made, but it turns out that the makeup Cacophony used is kind of stubborn and waterproof, and it's not coming off with water.
Yeah, and she has no idea how to get it off. At some point, she may, poke her head into Ælfgifu and Cacophony's room to see if she left out anything that looks promising.
I don't know, Cacophony, did you leave anything out?
Sitting prominently on what Cacophony has probably turned to, basically a little mirror cabinet. So it's basically the edge of her bed, and somehow she's got it all set up. Yeah, she set up basically a vanity using the chest at the edge of her bunk bed.
Awesome.
And on top, there is a weirdly packaged little thing with a glass top that says makeup remover on it.
Oh, thank Ethla. Jilliana's going to very hesitantly attempt to use the makeup remover. I'm assuming it's like it's like a wipe.
Yeah, it's basically a wipe. You just got to open it and out comes one.
Yeah. There is a lot of very, very audible relief at that point.
I mean, if that had failed, you could always use the bacon grease from breakfast to take the oil. If it's oil-based, you can just use that to take it off.
Is that a thing?
Yeah. Most waterproof makeup is oil-based, and you can just use, oil to take it off or grease.
Huh.
That's why you can wear lipstick and it'll stay all night, but the moment you start eating bacon, it just melts off.
What a common experience that I've definitely had.
All right, so at one point, the captain, you hear the captain stop by your room, poke her head in, apparently be dissatisfied with the results, poke her head into Cacophony's room instead, sees you, and goes, so you're off to meet Cacophony then?
Yeah, definitely. As soon as she, like, kind of paused at her face. Is this fine? Does this look normal now?
I guess?
Just kind of looks in the mirror. Yeah, that seems fine. Yeah, no, I'm gonna head out in a bit. I'm just gonna go myself. You should probably keep an eye on Ælfgifu. She's kind of zapping in and out of existence right now.
She kind of looks around the room and goes, where is Ælfgifu?
Great question. Maybe she's right here.
Huh.
I don't know what's happening. There was that flying ring from Takaris, might be super duper cursed.
Great. Fantastic. Something else to worry about. Could you go get Cacophony, please?
You're telling me. All right, same fucking hat here, okay?
So, yeah, we should talk over this job thing as fast as possible then. So we have room for the
cool.
other things. Yeah.
Great. Yeah, I'll go get her. It's fine.
Thanks. Yep.
Brunch.
All right.
What brunch is.
Jill's off to brunch. Cacophony,
actually,
are you
know
also?
what? Jill's gonna, like, poke in to, like, see Finn and see if he has any, like, cured fish or anything that she can just take in a little doggy bag for herself.
Finn goes over to one of the crates, pulls out, like, a couple of, like, I don't want to say fish jerky, but it's probably fish jerky.
Yeah, no, salmon jerky's a thing. It's fine.
Yeah, and hands it to you.
Another, like, extremely grateful thank you, and probably some sign to the effect of, like, you are a god among men.
He signs back a very confused thank you.
These people and their sausages. Food. 5 silver. Good goddess. And she's basically going to mutter like this all the way to the salty tuba.
Okay, it's the spicy tuba.
Yeah, spicy tuba, thank you. That would be weird otherwise.
It's you who's salty.
Cacophony is already sitting in the spicy tuba. She's wearing it's a really weird dress. Basically, it's see-through, and she's basically wearing something on her top so you can't see her nipples. Congratulations. And then very high-waisted, like, black pants underneath, but the see-through part is, like, kind of grayish, and then it turns into moons that scatter down her legs. There you go.
Thank you, I was about to ask.
And she's sitting there with her legs crossed, holding one of her, quote-unquote, food mimosas that are made of the beer and orange juice, and just kind of gently sipping it. Her hair is elaborately piled on her head, like she's some sort of 80s goddess.
So, how was your night?
Oh, good morning, dears. Ælfgifu's still not on our plane?
Oh,
At this point, Ælfgifu pops in and looks around.
Oh, there she is. Hello, Ælfgifu! And she takes another sip.
How did we get here?
I figured you were gonna wait back on the ship. Is that... What the hell... Where do you keep going?
I don't know!
Like, do you have any, like, consciousness between, like, when you're here and when you're not? What?
No, I'm just somewhere else. I'm wherever I last was with you, and now I'm here.
This is a fucking mess. Okay, well, I guess we'll sort of carry on then.
Okay. And then at that point, she pops out again.
Yeah, that figures. So how are things with Chastity?
Incredible, dear, but you don't talk about your love life.
No.
Unless, of course, you need advice, but I don't need advice. I had a great time.
Okay, I'm just trying to be interested in your life.
Thank you. Would you like a mimosa?
Is that, like, any better than it was yesterday? Or 2 days ago? I don't know what time is
Honestly,
right now.
not really, but I'm kind of getting used to it. How are things with your boys?
Excuse you?
How are things with your boys?
Boys. I don't have any boys.
Oh, please. The wolf boy was very attracted to you, and I don't know if he perhaps made Lachlan jealous.
What? These are fake things that you're making up with your mouth words.
I know how to lie, dear, but that is not one lie that I am giving.
It's not a thing. It's not. thing, and I don't know why you're doing this to me.
I'm not doing anything to you. But would you like some food?
Please.
All right. 2 foods that you'll have to pay. Can you pay for me?
Yes, sure. Great.
2 foods, please.
Anything to change the topic. Please.
2 foods, please. You know, despite Kara's warning, I still want to ask him to play the tuba.
Okay. But
I just wonder.
Do you think we should do it after we eat, or
Probably.
before we leave the entire port?
Let's wait until after we eat.
The turtle bartender comes by and drops another plate in front of you, Jill. The usual sausage, bread, cheese.
Cacophony's already eaten her sausage.
Yeah, at this point, Juliana just takes the salmon jerky out of her doggy bag and puts it on the plate.
Would you like my cheese, dear? And can I have your sausages?
Totally. Thank you.
Thank you.
Is Finn the only person on this entire planet who knows how to actually make, like, any kind of seafood? I swear.
I mean, there was that delicious seafood place on the asteroid.
No, this planet. That's a different planet.
Oh!
That's not even a planet,
valid.
I don't think. I'm not very clear on the differences.
Honestly, I don't know.
None of the literature we have on board is particularly helpful.
You'd think since they're pirates, they'd know how to do fish.
I know! That's what I'm saying. Maybe there's, like, flying fish on this planet or something. I don't know.
That's what you'd think.
It's gotta be something. Instead, it's just...
Is there a pirate sitting nearby, Kit?
Yeah, there is. One who's trying to enjoy his breakfast in peace.
That's not gonna happen, buddy.
No, that won't last.
Cacophony leans over and delicately taps him on the shoulder. Do you know of a place that sells fish?
Depends on if you want to eat it.
Yes.
No.
All right, thank you, sir. And she takes a sip of her mimosa.
Nothing. Anyway, are you, like...
You know what, Jill?
What?
Her scales were more lovely than the sky.
Wasn't she green?
Yes. But you look out of the sky and you see the specks of the stars and the nebulas and what have you that we fly through, and her scales speckled like the stars. They're beautiful.
That's not bad. I'm just surprised you don't want to go with like more like green imagery for that. It seems like you're kind of going into like the
I'm thinking about the shininess right now.
Oh, okay. All right. No, I get you.
Shininess isn't really like a green thing unless you're looking at like waxy fake plants. My mother had one of those in our bathroom growing up. I hated that thing. Collected dust like the Dickens.
Yeah, they do that. You gonna like write her some poetry? Like you gonna?
Yeah, I might.
Let me just like know how to actually approach this from here on out. I'm just gonna be direct here. Is this like a one night thing, or are you like thinking about maybe like pursuing this, or?
Well, I would love to pursue it, but I frankly don't think that we can. We're not going to be here much longer, are we? It might be a girl in every port sort of thing.
Oh, that's fair. I mean,
except I don't really like that much.
You thinking so you're really looking for something like long term, huh?
Yes, but I don't know. I don't like telling people that I'm not really Cacophony, you know? That it's all just a stage.
Yeah, does that not come up when you...
Not for one night stands, dear.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know how taking off stuff works with you. Well, I mean, look, you keep trying, you're gonna find somebody that's not gonna care.
That's valid.
Or somebody that cares the right amount. Whatever the acceptable thing is here.
Okay, perfect. How do you think we approach this Spicy Tuba thing?
I think we ask and then we run.
All right. Okay, so that's our plan.
I think
if Ælfgifu reappears, we'll tell her that as well.
I think we have to make sure that there's a quick route to the exit.
A clear exit.
Yeah,
that's a good call. Make sure that we've already paid.
Right, definitely, yes. Juliana's just gonna like slam some silver on the table.
We don't want to be one of those tied and tashers.
It's a gold for the both of you. Actually, hang on, with the mimosa, it would be a gold and 4 copper.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so we finish our eating.
We finish our eating, says the real English major.
We finish our daily hygienic eating.
Ew.
And And then she glances over to Jill. You want to ask, or shall I?
I mean, it's a musical instrument. I think this is your purview.
That's valid. She hails down the turtle man.
Yep.
I have an odd question, sir.
Yeah.
Why is this place called the Spicy Tuba?
JEMJAMMER is performed by Annie Creighton, Kit Walker, Mackenzie Weaver, and Vicki Sharon, and it is edited by Jake Mason. Our character designs were concepted by Rio, who you can find at vriosart on Twitter, and our cover art was illustrated by Canary Witch, who you can find at doodlesfromthebird.tumblr.com. Our opening and closing music is by Reckoning Storm Audio Works. You can find more episodes of this show, as well as our other shows and news at our website, crookedrussiancam.horse. You can find us on Twitter at CRC Podcasts and on Tumblr at crookedrussiancam.tumblr.com. If you want to support us, a like, rating, review, subscribe wherever you find our podcast is super helpful and helps us get discovered. And if you want to give us some money, you can do that at patreon.com/thejemjam or ko-fi.com/crookedrussiancam. Okay.
Let's play fucking Dungeons and Dragons.